You're watching the Bayou Blitz, brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.
High school football semifinal action happening around Acadiana tonight. Our Bayou Blitz featured game, LCA hosting Dunham. News 15 Sports Director Will Heron joins us with a look at tonight's action.
Well, they say defense wins championships, but there were not a lot of that in this one. Between the two teams, 42 points were scored in the first quarter alone. Well, they do it big at LCA. A fireworks display is what welcomed the Knights to the field, and let me tell you, there were plenty of that in this one. Opening kickoff, Jerome Harris taking the ball from just about the 14-yard line. He gets past all the dive bombers and finds a little room towards the middle of the field. He turns on the Jets and gets chased out at about the Knights' 35-yard line. Tigers continue to drive. Elijah Haven throws a dart to Trevor Hammond for the first points of the game. Knights turn with the ball. Braylon Walker from the gun with a two-step drop finds LSU commit Braden Allen for the first down. Next play, Allen, now in motion, takes the handoff from Walker, scurries down the side to about the Tiger 5-yard line. Smell in the end zone, Caden Bellard takes the handoff and blasts up the middle for the tutty. Now the Knights would stop Dunham on their next drive, and Walker, would make them pay. Here he takes the handoff, finds some room up the left side of the line, then bolts up the middle into the open field. I know you can't see it, but trust me, he scores. Tigers knowing how to respond to adversity. Haven with plenty of time in the pocket. He wings it out to star wideout Jarvis Washington, who goes up, makes the catch, and then wins the track meet for the touchdown. Knights also know how to respond to adversity. Here Walker with the same fake handoff. Quarterback sneak takes it off the right side this time and would get the same result, though he'd get pushed out around the 19-yard line. Well, this one went back and forth, neither team wanting to give up any ground to the other, but in the end, Elijah Haven was just a man among boys, picking apart the LCA backfield. Dunham wins 49-48 in a barn burner. I'm your real Raging Cajun out at Knight Field, sending it over to my main manager, Carl Francois, for the Bayou Blitz.
In this Division 4 select matchup, Westminster hosted Ascension Catholic. Now, guys, coming into this one, Westminster was dominating throughout the playoffs. They were beating teams by at least 2 touchdowns. But in this semifinal matchup, well, the tables have turned. Ascension Catholic dominated the run starting out in the first half, and that would carry on throughout the game as they take this one.
And that is a tails. With the football.
A couple plays into the drive, Trevin Simon takes the handoff through a wide open gap. He zooms past the 50, and he would take this one in for the game's first score. The Bulldogs didn't attempt a pass on that drive. After Westminster goes 3 and out, Ascension takes the field. Greg Fernandez fakes the handoff. He rolls right, and he hits Cole False, and that sets them up in the red zone. Next play, it's Simon who gets the handoff. He bounces it to the outside, and he would walk in the end zone untouched for the game's second score.
Simon takes
the Crusaders will go 3 and out again as they move to the second quarter. Fernandez, he keeps it on the read option. He gets it to the outside, and he would walk in the end zone. This pushes the lead to 20-0 Bulldogs. The Crusaders finally put a nice drive together. They're in the red zone. Stephen George drops back. He floats it, but it sinks right into the hands of John Rob Daigle. He sets the Bulldogs up at the 45. First play of the drive, Simon takes the pitch to the left. He bursts with speed through the secondary and would end up in the end zone for his third touchdown of the first half. After a failed 4th down attempt, the Bulldogs take over down in the red zone. Can you guess who gets the ball? Ding, 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 you guessed it. Simon runs the Crusader over, and he would score yet again. He would have 4 touchdowns in the first half, all while the Bulldogs only attempt 4 passes. They go up big into halftime, 33-0. Ascension Catholic would head into the Superdome as they would play for the championship game next week. Live in Opelousas, I'm Drake Hart Francois for News 15.
All right, a real buzzer beater tonight for Notre Dame hosting Calvary Baptist in Crowley. The Division III Select semifinal game coming down to the wire as you're seeing two Payos run 4 touchdowns tonight. One of those a lengthy throw for number 3, senior Bryce Dunham, who would run it into the end zone. That game was tied 28 all in the 4th and would end up going into overtime. Calvary Baptist tonight taking the win and the upset in OT, 34-28. Now to the Bayou Blitz scoreboard, where there are 2 other semifinal playoff games involving Acadiana teams, both taking place out of town. Riverside Academy knocking out Ascension Episcopal by a score of 42-14, and Jeanneret eliminated by Haynesville tonight. The final there, 47-6. For the complete Bayou Blitz scoreboard, go to KADN.com.
The Bayou Blitz was brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings.